Stuff that's refurbished has been repaired. It means that a broken part has been repaired, so now it's working. But you have to consider that the other parts are closer to breaking than they were before, because one part of the device already has broken and had to be replaced, and you can figure that it won't be long before something else is broken, and now you're with a non-functioning device. So HD.
Feelings on HD and everything.
Well, HD is great.
And how you have 5 TVs.
I bought a portable Blu-ray player a few months ago, and I bought a couple of movies that were on Blu-ray. Now my Blu-ray player it's a 10-inch portable, you know, not terribly big, but it has 1080 pixels per square inch. I played something on there, and then I hooked the same thing onto my 19-inch TV, which has 720 pixels, which is less. But the 19-inch would give me a better picture because it's bigger and it has more room to show things. It actually comes out looking better. One writer said anything less than 40 inches, it doesn't matter whether you have 720 or 1080. The eye cannot tell the difference. This is what someone said. Now, recently, I happened to be at JR and I bought an opera. For some reason, one particular opera was very inexpensive, even though it was on Blu-ray. So I bought it, and I played that on my portable Blu-ray player with its 10-inch screen. It's a video of a live performance, a high-definition video, and it looked great. I really was impressed. I looked at it, wow, because the other two Blu-rays were made from older movies that had been shot on 35mm film and then transferred, of course, to DVD, Blu-ray. But the opera was live video, shot on high-definition live video, and wow, it gives a terrific picture. Really excellent.
Why do you like opera?
Well, opera is the kind of music I like the most. You have to be opera is a form of torture to people who don't like it. In opera, instead of speaking the words, of course, people are singing them, which brings out the emotions much more. You know, we have emotions inside of us which words can barely express. And when you sing, especially when you're talking about music that were written by composers who are real geniuses, like Mozart and Verdi and Wagner and Puccini and so on, they wrote fantastic music rather. It's incredibly beautiful music. But of course you have to really like that type of thing. Maybe it's an acquired taste, I don't know, a hereditary taste, I don't know what it is. But it's not for everybody.
Let's go back to your Italian roots, your Italian heritage.
Well, maybe. Italian opera was invented in post-Renaissance Italy. That's where the first opera composers were, but it's spread out of Italy pretty quickly. So it caught on with lots of people. It's people who like classical music are apt to like opera. You know, if you don't like classical music, you probably wouldn't like opera either. But there's that percentage of people like myself who love opera. That's what I want to listen to. When I'm listening to music in my house, I'm either listening to a CD of an opera performance or a video. Recently they've been issuing a lot of videos of operas, and it's like being in the La Scala Opera House or the London Opera, the Glyndebourne Opera outside of London, or Bayreuth, Germany, or whatever. I listen to something in the morning when I'm having breakfast, and a little bit after that, and then in the evening when I have dinner. I'm also listening to a CD. So now they're not really making any more CDs, but what they're doing is making videos of live performances of operas, because it's much less expensive than it is to assemble musicians in a studio. Well, here we are. This is Kim's Video. Kind of a legendary store among people who love movies and videos. Other cities had famous video stores also, but I think some of them closed up. Kim's may be the only one. I don't really know. I know there used to be one in LA that I had read about, but I looked for it when I was in LA a year and a half ago, and it wasn't in any of the phone books. Other than Kim's, let's see, J&R also has a very big store. J&R probably has an even bigger selection. But this store has very rare, hard to find stuff that movie lovers would really love, you know, like movies by Coffin Joe from Brazil and stuff like that. I think Mr. Ken made his own movie once. It was about a Buddhist and a young girl who's leaving an immoral life. I forget the name. But anyway, why don't we go inside and see if I can show you one of the movies that's in here has my picture on the cover. Let's see, where's the late fee? Here it is. And here's my picture. Look at that. See, I sent a copy of this cover to my cousin for Christmas, and I said, "This is the real me." So this is actually my biggest exposure, made by Fever Dreams, a production company which has offices in Midtown Manhattan. They have a nice office. They have their own studio in New Jersey, a small place, but they're the biggest company I've ever worked with in an important principal role. Of course, I've been an extra on shows like Sex and the City and Law and Order and The Sopranos. But with them, I was only an extra, even if I am on camera. Whereas with this movie, as you can see, I had a fairly important part. Okay. How much does this cost? Here at Kim's, what does the price say? $19.99? Yeah. $19.99. You can rent it on Netflix though. If you get a monthly thing with Netflix, you can get it as part of your monthly package, which would be the way to do it. Yeah, so you have this whole big horror section here. A great many movies, and they have a bunch of cult movies there. They have a very good selection of movies put out by Something Weird. Even J&R doesn't have as many as they have here. There's Something Weird here. Look at this. Here's a movie with Isabel Sarli, the Argentine sex goddess, who made old movies back in the 1950s that I remember seeing in the movies then. A lot of these movies are fun to watch, especially if you're a healthy heterosexual male who likes to see girls in various stages of undress. And they have the Midnight Movies series here too. I know practically all of those. And they have a good used section, so I want to go there and check out the used section, see what I can get a good bargain on that. And of course there's a R-rated sexploitation section there. Satanic Pandemonium. Well, too bad these are a bit expensive. If they cost $10 or less, I'd buy some of them. So what's this? Catherine's Pain. Oh yeah, look at this. This movie is made by the filmmaker who we were talking about, Beelzebub. I remember I said that I had seen one of his movies. Cinderella 2000. Oh. Directed by Al Adamson. There's a bunch of Misty Monday movies around here somewhere. Where's Misty Monday? Well, here's Betty Page. There is. And where's Misty? She's up here somewhere. Yeah, introducing Misty Monday. I was a teenage strangler. Let's see. A lot of werewolf in London. I think I have this one. Where? Oh, look at Misty. Isn't she cute?
Why do you like werewolf movies?
Well, I don't know. It's because of the monster in me. I guess I know.
Not the werewolf movie.
Oh, there's a film by William Hellfire, vampire stuff. See, William was in the movie Late Fee. He's the werewolf that you saw on the cover of Late Fee. Oh, werewolves in a sense of like vampire. I guess they represent the primordial impulse to kill that exists deep within the reptilian part of our brains. Fortunately, we have a higher cerebral cortex, which keeps us under control more. Our reptile, if we are descended from reptile, I don't really know. They basically spent all their time eating each other. Now let's go into the used section now. Yeah, so Succubus, that was a movie by Jess Franco. I have it at home also. He had I remember there was a scene in the nightclub when a woman turned into a doll, a mummy, not a model doll, and he used very clever camera tricks in it. A lot of nice footage of a monastery and a castle in Portugal. I know he often shot movies in Turkey, in Istanbul. A lot of his movies show you footage from Istanbul. So I think he's still the guy who made more movies than anybody else, Jess Franco. Okay, I think that's about enough for now, huh?